Hey everybody, Connor here, welcome back to my channel, and as I suggested in the last video, I was going to go and see the band New Year's Day. So, that has now passed and I've went to see them, so I'm going to talk about my experience a little bit and give you guys a kind of rundown of what they're like live. So, just getting started with the performance itself, they were supported by two bands. The first one was called We Are and More, and the other one was Low Lives. So, the first band was, fairly enjoyable. I quite liked them. They had some good music and some good stage presence. The second band wasn't really for me. They were a bit more kind of screamo, and a lot of their songs were kind of all the same. It sounded very similar, but that's just my personal preference, and they didn't quite really match the band that was, the headline, the New Year's Day, because the whole crowd, you could see that they really didn't have any interest or energy going for them. And at one point, the singer of Low Lives actually walked all the way around the barrier, went into the middle of the crowd, and started, he was playing guitar as well, so he was playing guitar in the middle of the crowd, and everyone just kind of looked at him like, dude, what are you doing? Like, why are you here? Yeah, it was just a really weird vibe from the audience while they were playing, which is a bit unfortunate for them, because obviously if the audience is enjoying the band, then the band's going to be having a better performance as well, and kind of feeds off of each other. So that was a bit unfortunate, but they tried their best, and that's all they can really do. I mean, they are a local UK band, so I'm sure they have their own fan base as well that they can cater towards. But going on to the main band themselves, New Year's Day, I would say they were mostly enjoyable. They're kind of what I expected, although kind of in between songs, when they were, having a break from playing or whatever, and the singer was speaking, she wouldn't really say much, or she would say kind of irrelevant stuff, or just kind of try and get the audience hyped up, like, oh yeah, you guys are, a really good crowd, or we're really enjoying this tour, or things like that, which is, fine, everyone says that kind of stuff, but other bands and other singers often say other things as well that are, maybe a bit more personal, or something about the newest album or something like that. But the singer for New Year's Day, Ash, didn't really say much of anything apart from just, generic, oh, we're having a good time, you guys are having a good time, that kind of thing, or just kind of mundane stuff. So I wasn't really a fan of that. But their songs overall were good. They played a bunch of songs off of the new album, as you would expect. Skeletons was in there, Come For Me, there was another one off the new album as well, I can't remember now. They also played some of their more popular songs, such as Angel Eyes was their closing song, and also Killer Be Killed, which I've seen before many years ago now when they supported Motionless in White. So I'd seen that before. I knew that they were going to do those songs and they were going to perform them quite well. So that was good to see those, and they overall had a good performance live. But the main issue arose when I did end up meeting them, as the title and thumbnail suggests. As you can see, I did meet them because I got a VIP ticket, and on the VIP ticket, when you bought it, it said that you were going to get merchandise, or exclusive VIP merch that you usually get, because I've been to a couple of VIP meet and greets to do with the show, and they've usually been fairly good. They're always certainly worth the money, you know what you're paying for. But with this one, it was just very strange, and it wasn't really a good experience at all, which is really unfortunate because I was looking forward to it as well. So the first sign that it was going to be bad, or poor quality, in my opinion, was before the show. A couple of days, you get an email saying the instructions of what to do for VIP. And first off, it said that the VIP was going to take place after the show, which typically when you go to a VIP, it takes place before the show, so that the band is kind of, just chilling and you can speak to them or whatever. They're just chilling, like there's not kind of any pressure on it, because they're going to be exhausted if it's after the show, as you'd expect. So that was the first sign that something was going to be wrong. But then After the show, once everyone was all, cleared out of the venue and it was just the people that were there for VIP, the main tour manager, tour guy, I don't know what kind of role you would say that he had, but the guy that was in charge of VIP, he was shouting his head off at people to be quiet. Like, there was people trying to still take down the stage, which that's another thing. Usually when you go to VIP stuff, there's, another room, you go into like the green room or like a bar area or something like that. But for this, we had to wait until everyone had cleared out of the stage in the main venue area, and we had to wait in the main venue while people were, clearing up the bar area. There was people dismantling the stage and equipment and that kind of thing. And this tour guy is shouting his head off to tell people to shut up. And he has to shut up because he's going to talk to his VIP people. Like, dude, yeah, okay, you have a job to do, but so does all these other people. Like, they have to take down the stage. Like, they have jobs too. So why do you think that you're so much above everyone else that you can just shout at everyone to be quiet and, bossing around the VIPs, telling them, all this stuff like, oh, you're going to have to get your phone ready and you're not really going to have long to talk to the band or anything like that. It felt very impersonal. And that brings us on to the merchandise which we're supposed to get, which, as you'd expect, you almost always get a little lanyard thing. So this one is just got the album cover and New Year's Day and it says VIP. And that's all well and good, but if you look at the lanyard, it is just plain black. There's nothing on there. It's just a generic black lanyard that I could take off and use for anything else. And all the other lanyards that I get when I go to VIP stuff has, the band logo or something printed on it, so it's actually unique. But this is just plain with a little album cover. It's not even anything special or different. And then, as we were all waiting in a line to see the band, this crazy, angry VIP guy went up down the line and gave out this crappy little bracelet wristband thing, which is like material. I don't know what kind of material we call this, but it's the kind of material that you would get like a festival kind of wristband, rather than like a silicone or like a plasticky type material that you usually get for wristbands and bracelets. And what it is that it, on the email or when you purchased the VIP, it said it would be like a silicone bracelet type thing, but instead we get this, which is just half red, half black, and it says New Year's Day, and that is it. There's no other merch that we got. We said we're supposed to get other exclusive merchandise, and we never got it. Every other VIP thing that I've been to, you've got a poster. Some of them you got like a bag with the band logo and it said VIP, something like that. Or like the Megadeth one that I showed you, I got nice little enamel pins and a wall flag. All possibilities that they could have had, but no, we had zero merchandise in my opinion. This does not classify as merchandise. That on top of this guy shouting at us, having to go through and quickly take photos, like you really felt that you were rushed and you could only speak to the band for a minute or hand them over something if you have it to get signed. I got them to sign my ticket, but if you weren't taking anything along or if you weren't getting a bit of merchandise from the actual merch stand, then most people wouldn't have had anything for them to sign anyway. So it just felt very lackluster. It definitely wasn't what you were paying for anyway. It wasn't worthwhile. So as much as I was excited to go and see them, and you can really tell that in my previous video, I would have to unfortunately say that this wasn't a great it wasn't a great gig. It wasn't a very good concert, and I probably won't be seeing them again, honestly, which is sad to say because I do really enjoy their music and I will enjoy listening to it, listen to any new music that they put out, but unfortunately I won't be seeing them again because it just wasn't really worth my time or worth my money, honestly, which is a shame. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you like this band or if you have been to see them, if you enjoy them, and what you think of the whole situation with the VIP stuff. And you know, if you've been to any VIP stuff yourself, let me know your experiences, and I'll be sure to see you guys in the next video next week. I've been That Scottish Nerd. See you guys later.